Okay, campers, this is the homework questions 4, 5, and 6, which were assigned last night and then reassigned to you. So, question 4, two positive numbers that satisfy the requirements. The product is 192, and the sum of the first number, which we're calling x, and 3 times the second number is a minimum. So this is the one we are going to want to take the derivative of. So I'm going to go ahead and assign it just kind of randomly its own variable. You can use s for sum. I'm just going to call this f is x plus 3y. So we want to be able to take the derivative of this, do the first derivative test on it, but we have 2 variables. So that's where this equation comes into play. We're going to go ahead and solve for one of the variables. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to go ahead and solve for the variable y so that we can substitute it out. So in this other equation, the y is going to be replaced, making this a function of a single variable. So now, whatever that's going to be, 27, carry the 2, 576, obviously enough. We're going to go ahead and take the derivative, do the first derivative test. Derivative of x is 1. Once again, you can do a quotient rule. I'm thinking of this, though, personally, as x to plus to the negative first. So that's going to be negative 576 x to the negative second, 576 over x squared. It's clearly undefined at 0, so we aren't going to consider that. They were positive numbers anyway, but it's an open interval headed out. All right, so we want to know when is this 0, critical numbers when the first derivative is equal to 0. So solving this equation, cross multiplying, and taking the square root. If we just want to go 3 decimal place accuracy, we just take the square root of 576, and I've got, hey, look at that, it's 24. Not automatically the answer. We were instructed to minimize, so we need to make sure that this critical number is a minimum. We were told that we are looking for positive values, so we're going to start the interval at 0. X is our first number. The product needs to be 192. This could be infinite. Checking our test values. I'll fill in a 1 and I'll fill in 5,000. We are plugging these into the first derivative. So coming back all the way to here, I'm plugging them in and deciding if it's positive or negative. Filling in the number 1. This is going to be 1 minus 576, so that's going to be negative. Filling in 5,000. This fraction's denominator is large, so the size of this fraction gets smaller and smaller and smaller. So this is 1 minus something closer and closer to 0, so this is positive. So this means that the sum of x plus 3y will be decreasing, followed by increasing. Therefore, decreasing followed by increasing, the value of x is 24. We'll minimize it. To find the other value, it's 192 divided by 24. So that's question number 4.